Did we do something wrong? Oh, no. Oh, please, you shouldn't stop it. No, please. Okay.
Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Rabbi Oren Hayon. I am delighted to welcome all of you to this congregation and this wonderful afternoon. On behalf of Congregation Emanu, our entire clergy and staff teams, we are delighted that you are with us today. This concert this afternoon represents the official kickoff of a year's worth of celebration commemorating this historic congregation's 75 years of life in this community. This is a year for all of us to look back in gratitude about the place we have come from and to look forward with great optimism at where we are going. The title of this afternoon's concert, Ever Open, to us reflects a posture of our minds and hearts and hands all at the same time, open to each other, to big ideas that can change our lives, and to the wider world that calls to the Jewish soul. This afternoon, we are blessed and very privileged to be led in song by the extraordinary leadership and voice and vision of Cantor Rollin Simmons. And we are doubly, triply blessed to be joined on this bima by two of our old friends who have come back again to lead us with their own extraordinary blend of melody and voice. Please help me welcome Noah Aronson and Elana Arian. As you'll see in your programs, our concert this afternoon is built around three great pillars of Jewish life and Jewish belief. Three principles that were articulated by the prophet Micah that have guided our congregation for generations, standing in this visible place on the wall of our Barish sanctuary. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly with thy God. The first of these three, do justice, reflects the core Jewish mission for how we assemble our daily lives and how we use our time on earth. Doing justice means standing up for those who are oppressed, approaching the poor and marginalized and vulnerable with generosity and kindness, and ensuring that our communities are governed with compassion and righteousness. To the Jew, doing justice is all-encompassing. It's about what happens in the courtroom, but it's also about what happens in the boardroom and the living room. It's about how we treat the homeless on our streets and how we treat our families under our own roofs. To do justice is to see oneself as part of a grand, eternal pilgrimage, doing our part to carry each other from darkness to light, from the slavery of Egypt to the promised land.
So just this week, Elana and I were meeting in New York, and we realized that we needed an opening theme song for getting us into the right headspace for this concert. And we realized that music is our tool for opening. When Elana and I meet together to write, we start together in one place, and by the end of the song, our hearts have just been opened. And I know that every week when you come back here for services, you feel the same thing. You get to the point of Lecha Dodi or Micha Mocha, and you're just in a different place because the music has opened you and opened your heart in a new way. So hopefully in this first song, the song's not in your program, but we would love for you to join with us and just sing the words, ever open, ever open, ever open. It's going to sound like this. Ever open, ever open, ever open. Just say the same three notes over and over again. We're going to sing it like this. Let's try it again. Ever open, ever open, ever open. Let's just try it one more time. That was beautiful. One more time. Ever open, ever open, ever open. And that's our work, always in the face of fear, in the face of loneliness, and when we have strength, we are open. That is what it means to be courageous, to have an open heart even in the face of adversity. Open to the fear, open to the loneliness, open to the dark, the unknown.
Open to the strength, open to the holiness, open to the light of coming home.
And we will be
Ever open, ever open, ever open. Open to the hope, even when it's slow to move, even if it seems a change won't come.
open, my heart will always ever open. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught. Before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it's eternally Egypt. That there's a better place, a promised land, and the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together, singing ya ya la 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 ya ya la 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 ya la ya la 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 ya ya la la la. Moshe u'Miriam u'Bnei Israel lechanu shir b'simcha rabba ve'ameru chulam ya ya la 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 oh ya ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la oh ya ya la. One more time and see if you can try that with us, singing ya ya la 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 la. We're singing ya ya la la ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 oh ya ya la la la.
Such a gift to be here with you all, to be back in this beautiful community with your spectacular cantor. Can we have a hand for Cantor Simmons? Stop it. Someone with a vision, someone with a sense of what is holy and what is missing and what can bring us greater strength together. And we're so grateful to be here with you. So thank you so much. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha, try with us. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehilo, no sefele, nora tehilo, o sefele, yalla, yalla la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la.
All these songs of justice are really songs of freedom. Freedom is the hope. Justice is the pathway. So we look towards our story of Exodus. We sang about Egypt. We sing one more time a song of passing from a place of constriction to a place of freedom. B'chol dor vador, in every generation. Chayav Adam, it's important and imperative for a person to lirot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa mi Mitzrayim, that every single person has a personal obligation to see it as if they themselves were once in slavery and they have been redeemed. חייב האדם לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים. בכל דור ודור לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים. Can you picture yourself crossing through and wandering the desert? Can you feel the wind support you as you go? Do you hear the cries of those left behind, still hoping for tomorrow? Do you fear the mountain you still have to climb? בכל דור ודור חייב האדם לראות את עצמו יצא ממצרים. בכל דור ודור חייב האדם לראות את עצמו כאילו יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, הוציאנו ממצרים, הוציאנו ממצרים, דיינו, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, הוציאנו ממצרים, הוציאנו, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים.
It is so good to be in this room together, and we're going to sing another Micha Mocha. And I know it might feel like a lot of Micha Mocha, but we included this for a reason, because when the Israelites got to the other side of the Red Sea, they stood there and they rejoiced, and yet they faced a great unknown together. And so they really had to to know each other was there, to know that they were together as a community. That's what was going to bring them strength as they faced this wilderness ahead. So I feel just so strengthened to be in this room with all of you, to bring our voices together, to bring together these voices of Noah and Elana, who have walked the wilderness with me for many years. And so I need you all in this moment. You're going to echo me. And a lot of you, I think, know this melody, and maybe some of you don't. But it's pretty easy.
Have I been asleep too long? Where have I gone wrong? When I awoke, I found a world in need of peace songs. Have I lost the fight? Have I forgotten my rights? When did I become the one of you are wrong and I am right? More love,
More love,
more peace.
more peace.
I don't know how, when, or where, but more, please. More hope,
more hope,
more decency. I don't know how we get there, but more, please. 'Cause this land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, this land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, this land was made for you, and it was made for me. A truth we used to know, but always needs reminding. More love in this land, 'cause love's one thing we all understand. The time has come once again to raise our voice and lend a hand. 'Cause this land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, oh, this land is your land, this land is my land. father never wanted hollerers and followers. He wanted scholars with pop collars to earn dollars. He wanted child progress and upward mobility, not this useless Congress and economic fragility. And what do we got to drop on top of all this? Nothing but a bunch of conversationalists, 1,000 television stations for our consideration, meaningless deliberation in this talking heads nation. My father never wanted tragic ends to this, though. He wanted free class and green grass and peaceful bliss, yo. Wanted unity and scrutiny and truth to be the only thing that set us free. We know it only takes one man to take a righteous stance and show us how to live in tolerance for every child, every woman, and every man, so that this land can truly be your land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me, 'cause this land is your land, or this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Oh, this land was made for you. As I went walking that ribbon of highway,
As I went walking,
that I saw above me, I saw that endless skyway, that I saw below me, that golden valley, that golden valley. This land was made for you. Let's lift up our voices one more time, come on. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Oh, this land was made for you and me.
if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
If I had a bell,
If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
if I had a song,
If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
well, I have a hammer.
Well, I have a hammer, and I have a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Great singing. You guys sound great.
The people came to Rabbi Tanhuma in desperation. It had not rained for months. They said to him, "What should we do?" Rabbi Tanhuma said to them, "You should fill yourselves up with mercy for one another, and the Holy One of Blessing will have mercy on you. So go and give tzedakah to those in need." So the people left to give to the poor, and a few days later they came back to Rabbi Tanhuma furious. They had caught a man who was giving his money to his ex-wife instead of to strangers. "He is being selfish," they said. "He is the reason it still will not rain." Rabbi Tanhuma asked the man what happened. He replied, "I know her, and I could see that she was in trouble. My heart broke for her, and I gave her money." Rabbi Tanhuma turned his face to the heavens and declared, "Do you see this man? He gives of his own money to a woman to whom he has no legal obligation. His love for her moves him to have mercy. Do you not love us, O Holy One? Will you not have mercy on us as he has for her?" In that very moment, it started to rain. God loves us deeply, but even God sometimes prays for mercy. We pour out our love onto the world when we turn our mercy to our neighbors, to the stranger in the street, to the widow and the orphan and the refugee and the asylum seeker. We inspire God. When we are our best selves, we call out God to be God's best self too. Only then will God's merciful love pour down from the heavens like much needed rain.
Adonai Eloheinu, Ahavaraba, 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 Ahavtanu, Ahavaraba, Ahavaraba. Adonai Eloheinu, how deeply you have loved us, how deeply you have loved us, how deeply you have loved us, Adonai Eloheinu, how deeply you have loved us, how deeply you have loved us, how deeply you have loved us, Adonai Eloheinu.
we know in this time, and maybe in every time, that we're all in need of a little comfort, a little mercy, a little more kindness, a little more love. This is a setting of a text from Isaiah, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, comfort you, my people. And we're reminded of our ability and even our obligation to bless each other by providing comfort, by comforting one another with our love, with our kindness. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu. Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Elohechem.
Hello? Hello? I'm over here now. Hi, okay. Create a pure heart within me, and let my soul wake up in your light. Open me to your presence, flood me with your Holy Spirit. Create a pure heart within me, and let my soul wake up in your light. Open me to your presence, flood me with your Holy Spirit. Then I will stand and sing out the power of your forgiveness, and I will teach your love to the lonely, and the lost will find their way home. Within me, and let my soul wake up in your light. Open me to your presence, flood me with your Holy Spirit. Then I will stand and sing out the power of your forgiveness, and I will teach your love to the lonely, and the lost will find their way home. Adonai, open up my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. Oh, Adonai, open up my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. You let us on.
This next piece is a quote from Rabbi Pinchas of Koritz that I actually learned when I was in cantorial school from Elana's mom, Mary Arian. And it's one of my favorite quotes. And I just want to tell you the words. All alone, I cannot lift my voice in song. Then you come near and sing with me. Our prayers fuse and a new voice soars. Our bond is beyond voice and voice. Our bond is one of spirit and spirit.
Voice and voice, spirit and spirit. Voice and voice, spirit and spirit. Voice and voice, spirit and spirit. Voice and voice, spirit and spirit. All alone, I cannot lift my voice in song. Cannot lift my voice. Then you come near and sing with me. You come near and sing with me. I
voice and voice.
Our bond is one.
Spirit and spirit.
Our bond is beyond.
Voice and voice.
Our bond is one.
Spirit and spirit.
All alone, I cannot lift my voice in song. Cannot lift my voice. Then you come near and sing with me. You come near and sing with me. Our prayers fuse.
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 And new voice soars. A new voice soars. Our bond is beyond.
Voice and voice.
Our bond is one.
Spirit and spirit.
Our bond is beyond.
Voice and voice.
Our bond is one.
Spirit and spirit.
Our bond is beyond.
Voice and voice.
Our bond is one.
Spirit and spirit.
Our bond is beyond.
Voice and voice.
Our bond is one.
Spirit and spirit.
Voice and voice. Spirit and spirit. Voice and voice. Spirit and spirit.
Husana ve'al na titalem. Don't you hide yourself from me. Husana ve'al na titalem. Don't be hidden. Don't hide yourself from the light. Oh, Husana ve'al na titalem. Come out wherever you are. Oh, Husana ve'al na titalem. Eilecham talibi, Eilecham talibi, Eilecham talibi, Eilecham talibi. Try that part with us. Eilecham talibi, Eilecham talibi, Eilecham talibi, Eilecham talibi. Husana, Husana ve'ala titalem. Oh, Husana ve'ala titalem. Husana ve'ala titalem. Husana ve'ala titalem. This is a really good clapping song if you want to clap for this one. Oh, Eilecham talibi. Oh, so much better. There you go. Eilecham talibi. Eilecham talibi. Eilecham talibi. Try that part again.
Eilecham talibi.
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 Husana, Husana ve'ala titalem. Come out wherever you are. Husana ve'ala titalem. Come out wherever you are. Husana ve'ala titalem. Come out wherever you are. Oh, Husana ve'ala titalem. Oh, don't you hide yourself and shield your love from me. Can't do this by myself. Eilecham talibi. Oh, don't you hide yourself. I'm standing here in need. Can't do this by myself. Eilecham talibi.
Is everyone having fun? Yeah. The seer of Lublin, a famous Hasidic rabbi and tzaddik, was once asked by his opponent, "How is it that so many flock to you? I am much more learned than you, yet they do not throng to me." The seer of Lublin answered, "I too am astonished that so many should come to me to hear God's word instead of looking to you whose learning moves mountains. Perhaps this is the reason. They come to me because I'm astonished they come. And they do not come to you because you are astonished they do not come." Walking humbly with God can feel like a daunting task. How do we engage in the world in a meaningful and productive way, sharing the best of ourselves and the gifts of our talents while remaining humble? Perhaps the goal of humility and keeping that at the forefront of our mind is the best way to begin. According to Rabbi Bunam of Bashiska, everyone should have 2 pockets, each containing a slip of paper. On one should be written, "I am but dust and ashes," and on the other, "The world was created for me." From time to time, we must reach into one pocket or the other. The secret of living comes from knowing when to reach into each.
One of the wonderful gifts of getting to travel around to different communities is to see how powerfully connected everyone is in each community, and the value of being able to return to a place like this and to be able to be home and be with family and be with teachers and be with students and feel that you're always returning. And I can say for both Noah and I, having been here before, it really does feel like coming home, and thank you for that gift. This is a setting of a holiday text, Hashivenu Adonai, reminding us that we can turn and return to ourselves, to one another, to love, and to truth.
We return,
We return,
we return,
we return,
we return, return again. We return,
we return,
we return,
we return,
we return, return again and again to love. We return again to love.
we return,
We return,
we return,
we return, we return, return again.
we return,
We return,
we return,
we return, we return, return again and again
to truth,
to This next song roughly translates to wow, Marabu. I wrote this on the 4-hour drive between Steamboat Springs and Denver. If anybody's ever taken that drive in Colorado, you are filled with wow over and over and over again. So we have this text, Marabu Masecha Adonai. How amazing. Wow, how incredible. Ya yananai, ya yananai, nai nai nai, yananai, ya yananai, nai 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 nai, yananai, ya yananai, nai 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 nai, yananai, ya yananai, nai nai nai. Marabu Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, kulam bechokma asita, kulam bechokma asita, kulam bechokma asita, marabu, marabu, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Ma'asecha Adonai, Malach Haaretz, Malach Haaretz, Malach Haaretz, Tinyanecha Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai,
Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai,
Ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. The prairies, the valleys, the hills and the trees, the stars and the sunsets, the birds and the bees, the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, the streams, the oceans, the deserts, and all living things, all living things, all living things. Marabu, Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha. One more time. Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai.
In thinking about justice and thinking about mercy, thinking about humility, we're reminded of the fact that we were once slaves, we were once oppressed. We know the weight of bondage and what it takes to be free and what it feels like to reach that moment of redemption and the obligation that we have to treat our neighbor as we would like to be treated ourselves. I share with you a piece by a composer, Shana Taub, who's a wonderful musical theater composer. I have a feeling you'll hear her win a Tony sometime soon. This song is called Huddled Masses. There once was a little boy who dreamed of preaching the gospel truth. He lived in a country with an evil king who was killing all the youth. His family fled the country in search of freedom's flame. He was raised a refugee. Jesus was his name. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore, yearning to breathe free. Send them all to me. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Remember what we stand here for. There once was a little girl who dreamed of being a writer. She lived in a country with an evil king who burned people who prayed like her. Her family tried to flee it, to keep their kid alive, and was raised a refugee. Just her diary survived. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore, yearning to breathe free. Send them all to me. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. remember what we stand here for. There once was a young man who dreamed of earning his degree. He lived in a country with an evil king who bombed his family. He flew to reach our borders to start his life anew. He was detained that day at JFK. We did not let him through. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore, yearning to breathe free. Send them all to me. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore. I lift my lamp beside the golden door, and I'll forever lift my lamp beside the golden door. Remember what we stand here for.
May I suggest to you, may I suggest this is the best part of your life. May I suggest this time is blessed for you. This time is blessed and shining, almost blinding bright. Just turn your head and you'll begin to see the 1,000 reasons that were just beyond your sight. The reasons why I suggest to you, why I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a world that's been addressed to you, intended only for your eyes.
A secret world, a treasure chest to you, of private sins and brilliant dreams that mesmerize. A tender lover's smile, a tiny baby's hands, the million stars that fill the turning sky at night.
Oh, I suggest,
yes, I suggest to you, yes, I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a hope that's been expressed in you, the hope of 7 generations, maybe more. This is the faith that they invest in you. It's that you'll do one better than was done before. Inside you know, inside you understand, inside you know what's yours to finally set right.
and I suggest
to you, and I suggest this is the best part of your life.
this is a song, comes from the west to you, comes from the west, comes from the slowly setting sun.
This is a song with a request of you to see how very short the endless days will run. And when they're gone, and when the dark descends, we'd give anything for one more hour of light. May I suggest this is the best part of your life. Passing through, passing through. Try that. Passing through, passing through. We are only passing through. We are only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Try passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing. It's like you wrote it yourself. Very nice. We are passing this world on to their kids. From the day when they climb from their cribs, we'll try to teach them well and show them that they're loved. But in the end, all we can do is hope our best was good enough. 'Cause they'll witness how this life can be so beautiful and cruel. We can't shelter them forever. If we show them all the tools, they might leave this world in a little better shape than me and you. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through. We are watching this world from our living rooms. Near 50 years since we walked on the moon. This big blue ball is shrinking. I don't know if that's good, but for better or for worse, now this whole world's our neighborhood. And there's no place left to run to stay above the fray. We better learn to get along and not just get our way. Not only for each other, but our children's children too. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through. I wonder sometimes, what will I pass on? How much can one voice do with just a song? Sometimes injustice and indifference are all that we see, but I refuse to let my hope become the latest casualty. So we'll sing of love and truth and try to practice what we preach. If we can't change the world, we'll change the world within our reach. What better way to start than here and now with me and you? We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only. Let's hear just your voices. One more time, just voices. Passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through.
In 2018, Noah Aronson collaborated with clergy teams and lay leaders from 18 different congregations across the country to commission individualized musical works celebrating the unique life of each community. We here at Emmanuel were honored to be one of the 18. Rabbi Hayon and I decided it would be a perfect gift to this community to take these words from the wall of this Barish sanctuary to create a song to celebrate our 75th anniversary.
Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly with thy God. When we wrote the lyrics of this song, we undertook to read the words of the prophet with new eyes. We imagined each of those 3 lines being spoken by courageous and visionary leaders of our people's past. Abraham, who opened the flaps of his tent wide to welcome strangers and wanderers in the desert, to give food to the hungry and shelter to the weary. Moses, who turned a wandering band of freed slaves into a nation of law and faith. And Ruth, who stepped forward to join herself to the Jewish people, proclaiming that its God would be her God until the end of her days.
We also wanted to include the idea that it takes being part of a community to achieve these tenets. And so we added the words that we all know so well, our Jewish anthem, Hinei ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is for brothers and sisters to be together. It is now with excitement and great pride that we present the world premiere performance of the song Do Justice, Hinei ma tov. I will do justice, speak up for those who are not free, like Abraham and Sarah, their words still speak in me. I will love mercy and the neighbor by my side. So I just have to say a couple thank yous before you go. I want to thank you to our choirs who worked so hard to prepare for this event. I want to thank our fantastic band who made magic happen today, Ilya Llanos, David Craig, and Alex Navarro. You're amazing. I want to thank Noah and Elana for bringing your inspiring creativity and beautiful voices to help us celebrate this milestone. We are so grateful to have you here. And I have to thank our concert chairs, Gloria Prizant, you have to come up here for a second, and Jessica Siegel, who put in many hours to make this event a success. It has been so wonderful to work with you. We have some gifts for you. These are from our 75th chairs. Thank you. And now I'm turning this over to you.
Noah, I think you described it best, Barabu, which translates into wow. I think we would all agree, what a great, great day. And if you would join me with another round of applause. Cantor, what a beautiful and joyful way to begin our 75th anniversary celebration. We are so thankful and appreciative of your gift of music that you have blessed this congregation with. We're also very grateful to your friends and colleagues, Elana and Noah, that have also helped make this inaugural celebration so rich and inspiring. This year, our 75th year as a congregation, is truly an amazing mitzvah and milestone that we should all be very proud of. The year is going to be a sweet year, bursting with events including concerts and programs that will hopefully pique everyone's interests. Our next event, which is on the back of your brochure today, is a special weekend on February 15th and 16th with scholar in residence Rabbi Gary Zola from the Hebrew Union College. We will have a Heritage Shabbat chaired by Kathy Parvin, as well as Rabbi Zola will present the Devar Torah titled Great Voices, Civil Rights, and Jews in the American South. Following Rabbi Zola is an evening with Reverend William Barber on March 27th, chaired by Michelle and Mike Eber. All of these events are inclusive to all, and I hope you will attend. This year also affords us the opportunity to reconnect, a chance to reconnect with those that perhaps we have lost track of, and an opportunity to make new relationships, a chance to meet the many new faces and families that have joined our community in recent days. I'm hopeful that our 75th will draw us even closer as a community as we celebrate our 75th and beyond. I would like to thank our co-chairs, Elise Kalman and Cheryl Levy, and the many volunteers who have served our numerous planning committees, as well as our incredible clergy team and staff who have poured their heart and souls into this celebration. Lastly, I would like to thank all of you for joining us this afternoon, and I would like to invite you for a reception in Feld Hall. Thank you very much.
Let's try it one more time. If you can get up on your feet, if you're able to join us one more time for Hinei Mato. Let's go. Hinei Mato Bumanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Mato Bumanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Mato Bumanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Mato Bumanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.